Here we have a simple Django web application. Let's start it. Web server. Port is 8001. Out-of-box Django administration web interface. Several users here. And we have a started up application called a snippet. We have a snippet model. Basically, it's a table. And here we have override save method, which is used pigment library to create a highlighted HTML representation of the code snippet. Here is the Pigment website. Pigment is a syntax highlighting engine written in Python. So here is a demo. So you can change the style. So the display will be changed. So the model here, we use the Pigment library to generate HTML, can show different style. We look at the SQL statement. For a started application snippet, there's only one table created, and from the SQLite database, there are out-of-box Django table have been created. There's only one snippet underscore snippet table there. Let's look at the SQL statement. Here we have the metadata in the database showing that create a table statement. In order to create a RESTful API, here we have serializers py file, snippet serializer, and user serializer. We are using the serializer hyperlinked model serializer as a base. Here the fields, we added the URL because we're using the hyperlinked model serializer. The user serializer is the same. Let's test the serializer. We start a Python share here from we import the snippet model. So we import the snippet serializer we just created, and from the REST framework we import a JSON render and the JSON parser for the serializer equals snippet. Here we use the snippet serializer. Content JSON. So it's readable. Now we can make it pretty. Let's do import JSON. Let's equals JSON loads content. So print JSON first index So the serializer works. Here is the view. We use the view sets. Model view set is a base class, and query set serializer class snip serializer we just created. And the link we will go to the highlight HTML that's displayed the style. The user view set, query set, the user object all, and the serializer class we're using to create a user serializer. Now we look at the URLs. So we use the router to register the view sets, and automatically will create all the root views. API URLs are now determined automatically by router. We have the models, we have the serializers, we have the views, we have the URLs created. So now RESTful API is ready for use. Let's test the RESTful API use the curl. Now we deleted one, we can add one. We added a new one. RESTful API worked. So you can see here we have users and snippets. We look at the users, list of users from the RESTful API. Here we can from the administration web interface. If we delete one, say let's delete. We deleted the B user, username B. We will refresh. The B is gone. And let's look at the snippets. So we have two snippets. So let's check at snippets. We can modify the snippets, but it's modified. So we also can delete. Anyone can modify it and delete it. So you can delete one. It also can add one. Say so we just added one. Now we modified the views file to add a permission class is authenticated or read-only, which means if you wanted to modify or add or delete, you need authenticated or you need to log in. Otherwise, just a read-only. Let's save the file and restart the server. We have two snippets. Look at one. So as you can see, cannot modify. Login as a user. Say a user. So now I'm a login. So I have the permission to delete and to modify. Let's modify this one. so it's modified. And also can add one. Style rim post, and now I have a new one. Look at the highlights. Looks good. And because I log it in, I can modify any snippets and or delete any snippets. If I log out, so I don't have the privilege anymore. So only can read. So I can log into another one. So right away I can have the permission, delete, modification. Thanks for watching.